Hey y'all, Rhonda here. Let me fix that light. Oh, the big shadow. All right, well, we have some tea. I'm supposed to be getting a new subscription box, I think, any day. But this is cookies and cream. Oh my gosh, and it even has little, I don't think you can see them anymore. They had little heart-shaped, I guess, cookies in it. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's really good stuff. So, slurp alert. Hot, but good. All right, Diamond Press. Rock and roll. Went ahead and pulled it out because I had to hinge my carrier sheets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I put packing tape on this, piece of packing tape, put it about halfway, fold it over, and it makes a hinge. Because when you lay this down, see, well, it disappears. Where is it? Anyway, it disappears. I'm losing them. I can't get them back on straight, yada, yada, yada. So I hinge everything. So I don't have to worry about it. So this is the Rock and Roll collection. You get a, I always go blank on these, a cutting folder to go with your marquee. And if you don't have one, you really should, because it is a cutting machine. I mean, it really is. It is a cutting machine. But it is fantastic. I mean, fantastic. These dies will go through any of your machines, your Big Shots, your Vagabond, your Gemini, or whatever you have. So we have car, arrow, guitar, little star thing. Looks like a TV, a milkshake, another little star thing. Kind of the vintagey neon sign thing. Another star, diamond, and jukebox. So we have our stamps. So that, sorry for that little interruption. I just happened to look up at my phone while I'm recording, and I see my daughter calling. Well, I knew she was outside playing, my 15-year-old. And so I answered it. So, when my daughter says, "Hi, Mommy," but she never calls me Mommy, I knew something was up. She wants me to bring her a towel outside. They had a water fight, and apparently she lost. She was dripping wet. So I had her take her shirt and her shorts off outside and send her straight to the shower because the ticks are bad and the mosquitoes are bad, and oh my Lord. Anyway, she's having fun. First day of summer. Well, she had to go to school like 3 hours this morning or something. And then she and a girlfriend went to the Landing and downtown and ran around and had a good time. So anyway, so back to rock and roll. All right, so we have our jukebox. We have a big thank you with the little stars, which are really, really cute. Record. I think you're the bee's knees, and a milkshake, and love the little star thing. You're a classic. There's the TV. That's the kind you've got to get up and change the channels. And then we have Let's Rock and Roll. There's a guitar. Stay classy. Love these stars. Music notes. We have our little 50s girl with her poodle skirt on. We have our car hop. Classic car. You're the sweetest. And you're a classic. I wonder what that goes to. Oh, the record. You're a classic and an oldie but goodie. I think that's what it says. Speaking of that, what happened to my inspiration sheet? Guess what? There it is. And then we have some little stencils. Let's open this up. I love my kid. She's hilarious. So we have some little doodads there. Love these stars. I guess that's what you call them. And then some vintagey, yeah, and some of those. All right, let's set this to the side. Let's look at our inspiration sheet. So there's our little stencils. Here's where cars, puppies are barking, they're defending the kingdom. There's a little hello that goes in there, and the guitar. And then your TV, your arrows, all the little stars, let's rock and roll. You're the sweetest, stay classy, you're a classic. I think you're the bee's knees, thank you, love that. And then here's a couple of inspirational, oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. You can get a bunch on there. Because that is a slimline. Might have to rethink what I was going to do. That's really cool. I love the TV because I love the stars. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one now. All right. I do know. We had this when I was at work. I was straightening, doing things. Perfect. This is actually a collection from Reminisce called Rockabilly. This is American Diner. That's one side of it. And then the other side, so that's just classic, which hence a little die. So we shall see. All right. Well, since I don't know exactly what I'm going to do now, because I saw the little inspiration sheet, I'm probably going to stamp out several things. Probably going to use alcohol markers, just so it'll be nice and bright. And so I need to stamp it on marker paper. I'm liking the car. I'm liking this chickie right here. I'm liking the Stay Classy. Of course, I like the little star things. Thinking that's the way we are going to go. All right, let me stamp this out and we'll go from there. All right, so I have these two stamped. Oh, fix that light again. Swatching my colors over here. Thinking, man, I need to swatch these. I did. I forgot. They're in a little side pocket with my markers. And I always forget that they're swatched. But anyway, I always encourage you to swatch them because what's on the tip and what's really in there are two different things. And that's on any marker. Any marker. All right. So we're going to do the car. Of course, the classic color is that turquoisey. So I have my 3 right there. And I'll swatch them, put them in order, so I'll know which is which and not screw up. So I have my light, medium, and dark. They're totally different from different sets. I mean, here's a PB10, a G4, and a BG6. But anyway, I like the combination. And then I have some grays. I need to do that. And then this is going to be all different colors. All right, so I'm going to, the reason I didn't stamp the other ones, because I can't cut those out. So I thought I would do these, cut them out, and then cut panels for my card. One's going to be a slimline. The other one's going to be maybe an A2, a 5x7. I don't know. We'll see. But that way these will be done. I'll cut them out, and then I can figure out the placement and stamp the other parts on a piece of marker paper, color it right there, and then add these, and it'll all work out, right? Right. All right. We're going to get to coloring on this one. All right, here we go. Okie doke. We have a jukebox with a little bit of sparkle. And we have a beautiful car with a little bit of sparkle. So what I did was, because I want these cut out just pretty darn near perfect, so I made an aperture. So I just took a scrap piece of paper, ran my die through, made sure that I put the tape over here where it hinges really well. So with this, what you do is you pull your die back. Okay, it's hinged on there, and then you can see exactly where it's going to cut. And put it where you want it. Hold it in place. Forgot to get a piece of tape. Very important, get a piece of tape ready first. Okay. Do it again. Line it up. You can see exactly where it's going to cut. And tape that down. So I'm taping the paper, the die, to the paper that is actually colored on. Okay, and then we're going to run all this through the machine. My trusty gold marquee. And then you won't have any crazy sides. And look at there, it's cut out just perfect. I'll do the same thing, and you can save these take this part off. And you can save this part if you want to, and just put it with your dies. And that way you won't have to cut out another aperture next time you use it. All right, same thing here. I'm gonna fold this back. I'm gonna line this up. We can see exactly where it's gonna cut. Looks pretty good. I move it. Okay. Wait a minute. Make sure you're on a flat surface. Don't be having stuff all under there. All right. Line it up. Line it up. Move it around to where you want it. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and tape this down, my paper to paper, so then when I flip that over, it won't move. Make sure that's in place. If you're more comfortable, tape the die down to both pieces of paper. That way that baby is not going to move. And run all this through your little machine. I tell you, this is the most awesomest. This is a great little machine. I mean, cuts perfect every time. There's dies that I'll run through my Big Shot, real intricate dies, that it won't cut really well, and I'll run it through this, and the pieces just fall out. And there's our car. Ta-da! All right. Let me put all this to the side. So we have these two pieces. So looks like we're going to be making 2 cards because I couldn't decide. All right. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to cut out, I'm going to some marker paper for a slimline and a marker paper for probably an A2 size card, like a panel. And we're going to take these, you know, place them where we're going to put them, and then I can stamp my other images that don't cut out, so I can color them straight on that paper. All right, so I'll do that, and I'll be back. Okie doke. So we have these colored and cut out. We're making 2 cards, slimline and an A2 size card. I went ahead and stamped and cut these out, and these were just freehand. I think these are 2 inches, so if you have a 2-inch punch, just punch them out. And did a little coloring on the inside, and then I cut out these little bits in different colors, kind of the vintagey colors. See what we're going to do with those. You know how I do this. It's the little black skirt, black pants. Pick out your blouse, your jewelry, your shoes, and then sometimes you change your mind, and then you got to change your blouse, and then you have to change your jewelry, and I know, but that's just how I am. All right, so let's do some stenciling. Love these little stencils. So what I'm kind of thinking here, doesn't mean it's going to be the end product, but maybe some records there, that stamp that says rock and roll kind of there. We need some more decoration. So maybe a little stenciling behind there, because this is so white, so stark white. So let's get with this. I'm going to line this up a little bit and get some handy dandy tape out here. This is Spellbinders. Love this tape. I think they quit making the purple tape that everybody loved. Do a little bit about right there. And we'll do that. Yeah, I'll hold that down. So I'm thinking kind of vintagey colors. So blue, orange. Let me get these out here. Pick some up. Yeah, did the green, this blue, pink. There's not any pink in it, so I think we're going to go with these 2. What shall we do first? I think I'm going to do the blue, the little star things, and then orange around it. We'll see how it goes. It's just paper, right? Just paper. So I'm using these little tiny brushes by Pink Fresh. These are really cute, and they're pretty good. I wish they were just a little stiffer, but they're okay. See, I mean, they're good and dense, but I just wish they were a little stiffer. But they didn't ask me. All right, this is Speckled Egg. This is Distress ink. This is just something I had. It looked kind of vintagey. So let's just go in the middle here and see what we come up with. See, with these little brushes, this makes it so easy. It takes a little bit of time, but hopefully, end result will be pretty cool. So we'll just go through and do this. And then, since it's kind of hinged like that, looky there. I'm liking. All right. I'll go a little faster here. See, that's what I'm saying. They were a little stiffer. I think you'd have a little more control. But all the other ones I have are too big. I don't think I have in the big brushes. So was it Pink Fresh? No, it's the ones I never can remember. These kind of the original, they don't have their name on them. Pink Fresh. Anyway, they have little bitty ones with the handles on it, but I like this. You have good control. Like I said, just a little stiffer. So we'll do this. And then, my problem is kind of I have too many ideas swimming around in my head, and then it's kind of hard to put them together. You know, this is bad to say. You know those days when you're trying on clothes and everything you try on, you feel fat. It's just like nothing looks good, and you're just like, oh my gosh, and this is too tight, and this just doesn't, and, you know. Surely I'm not the only one that has those days. So sometimes when I craft, it feels kind of like that I have all these ideas, and it's like all these clothes I want to wear, and then it's just like, does anything really look good together? Anyway, that's how I kind of have some little moments like that. Oh, let's take a little peek. Oh, looky. I likey. I just love this vintagey. Oh, I was unpacking today in the at the store, and you would think, being Easter or Christmas, that you would have religious dyes, religious collections, paper, dyes, stamps, whatever. Well, they usually don't. I mean, Easter is bunnies and eggs. But anyway, so today, to my surprise, I'm unpacking boxes, and I think it's Echo Park came out with, it's called Daniel and the Lion's Den, and Noah's Ark, and one other one. And I'm like, really? And then Cartabella came out with a new pirate, look at there, a new pirate collection, which the Branson Pirates. Anyway, of course, Cartabella, they do everything so fantastic. And oh, look at the hat. Look, that'll add just a little something there. I think we need to go around the edges too. Need a bigger brush for that. Excuse me. Scrap paper. What is this? Scrap paper. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, whatever I was talking about. Who knows? Let's go around the edges with a little bit of blue. And see, look, I've just used this a couple of times, and see how it looks kind of like there's a lot of ink there? I don't know, just kind of weird. See, it just doesn't pick up ink like it should. I mean, my ink pad is not dry. Man, that's just barely. Let's try another one. That one has black all in it. Oh, where is mine? Oh, I do have the little ones. Oh. I do have the little tiny ones. Let's try this one. Let's see if there's... No, there's not too much on there. There. See, that's what I'm talking about. That one needs a little. But anyway, maybe this is what I was talking about at the store. So, anyway, we're getting into a lot of neat collections. Very cool. Like I said, I love the pirate thing, so yes, I've got it put back. And then Miss Katie Petite has a new collection coming out. I think she revealed it today. I saw it a while back. And, of course, it's fabulous. $49 in Market. And it's like, oh my goodness, she just came out with one, just released one. It's like Miss Katie. And it's huge, too. I mean, there is tons and tons of pieces. So it makes it really hard to choose. See there, that gives a little. Now it's not so stark looking. All right, that makes me feel better. Oops, sorry, I'll bump you there. little something like that. And then, where's my records? Some records here. And where was my stamp? This let's rock and roll. So I'm trying to go with kind of the wave. Put you over there. You're not very good. So if we do one there and do one there and stamp that, probably heat emboss it, and then add some of those little stars. I'm liking it. Okay, so we'll do something like that. So we know what we're doing there. And then let's start adding on this one, because I probably have some stamping to do with this one, and I'll add it all together. See my car? Can you see the shiny? I don't know if it's going to show up. Added one of those little shimmer pins. This is the Jelly Roll. This is, I think they call it clear. But anyway, it's just a ballpoint pen, and you just, wherever you want it, adds a little something something to it. All right. So this needs a background also. And I still like this one. But do we want to do the same thing? Of course, it's going to be underneath there, but I'm trying to, you know, here we go, trying on the blouses, trying to figure out what the what. I'm going to do my stamp on this one. Stay Classy. I like that one, but I think the other one I'll use more that says You're a Classic. I like that. There. I'll stamp that and heat emboss it. And then we'll add some zhuzh. So we have this stencil. We have this one. We want to add that under. No, we need it. We need it like that. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the. I mean, here's the star one. I mean, we can definitely use that, but for a. I don't know. I think that's going to be too much because we're going to have this pattern underneath. I'm thinking we should just go with this one. And then add some stars. Ink around the edges like the other one. Okay. And I think with this one, the colors, we'll do a pink, probably a pink and a green. I think that'll be cool looking. All right. So let me do this one, do a little bit of stamping, and ink around the edges on this, and I'll be right back. Okay, Ticky Boom Booms, this is where we are. I went ahead and did some stuff because, you know, you don't need to sit here and see me think. I know. You know, because you got to play around and do this and that and the other. So I'm liking this. We have some stamps that have these little, you know, stars. Oh, you can't see them on that. I had to practice, kind of see what, you know, the colors and this and that. You know, here we are trying on the jewelry to see if it matches the blouse. So I have some mementos here. Just playing around. So I'm liking this. And then we're going to add just some different dimension, a few little stamps here and there with the stars, just to zhuzh it up a little bit more. Let me set these over here a little bit, because that white is really stark, and I need, you know, some more going on. Oh, and one of the things, and I do this a lot. I do this in my junk journals, and I do this in pretty much all my crafting. And I'll just show you, like with this, when you add this, see how it kind of just gets lost? Well, when you ink it up just a little bit, and I didn't even dip this in my ink. This is just what's left on there. And if you just ink the edges just a little bit, and then when you lay it down, see how it gives it a little dimension? And so that's what I went and did, those little pieces and these little pieces, just to give them a little extra. And it really does make a difference. It's not so stark. It's kind of like, you know, how we did the edges around here with this pink and a little bit of green or blue around here. It's just not so stark. So anyway, that's one of the things that I did. All right. So let's just start gluing. Let's glue. We got to glue. Love Nouveau. This is an extra tip that you can buy. I'll show you. This is the regular how it comes, which it's a great tip. It's pretty fine. Okay. But if you want it finer, a little more finer, then there's a little tip. Oh, can you see that? Anyway, that's really super fine. See if I can, hold on, it's pretty full, so, oh, you're not going to come out. Really? You're going to be a bad boy? And they usually don't ever clog. Oh, see, there it goes. It just went down there. Anyway, so you can see, I mean, that's really, really, really fine. And this one has a little needle in the end that goes inside to help keep that from clogging. And I don't have near as many issues with this clogging as I did the art glitter glue. I know everybody has their favorites. I'm not knocking art glitter glue by any means. But I can leave this one, which I have. I can leave the cap off and then come back the next day, and it's usually not clogged. I mean, there may be a little schmutz on the top. You just peel that off and then, you know, you're good to go. So anyway, just a little FYI there. Let's see, I may need a jewel picker. And I think it fell, and I don't know where it went. Okay. Let me just take a quick look here. I swear those Minnahoonies, or whoever they are. Oh, I was at one of the retreats, went to visit, you know, friends and all that stuff. Well, they have a garage sale. A lot of times at the retreats, they'll have a separate room and you can bring your stuff, you price it, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and they had a Close to My Heart demonstrator there, and they make all kinds of page kits and stuff. But anyway, so they had Close to My Heart stuff, and I saw this Intense Black ink, solvent-based pigment ink, acid-free, and it says fast drying, archival. This permanent ink ideal for stamping images to color with water paints or water and alcohol-based markers. So this like covers the whole gamut. I haven't tried it yet because it was, anyway, you know, one of those things. It was in a box and didn't unpack it. But anyway, so I want to give this a try, and this is a big honking pad too. So anyway, we're going to try that and see if you've used it, or if you use Close to My Heart inks. Let me know, the 411 on that. Okay, let's do this. And of course, I don't need this little tip here. We're going to trim that off. Just showing you that. All right. So we're going to trim this off, so I'm not going to put glue all the way to the top. And it doesn't take much. We're going to put it like that. Make sure we get all of that in there. Okay. And it goes, I mean, it holds up pretty quick. Let's see, I want it more over here. Scoot you over a little bit. See, I was trying to get it in the groove there. Gotta be in the groove. And I like this there. And you know, if you ever have a big project and you've got it all fixed like you want it, you know, maybe like a flower arrangement or something, like I did that Spellbinders a couple videos ago, and you like the placement, but it's all these flowers and you're gonna have to move them to, you know, glue them. Take you a picture with your little handy dandy phone and take a picture, and then you can refer back to it and glue it down like you want. Need a little jewel picker for that. Just a little dot. You can see it. I mean, it's pretty fine tip. We'll do that. Okay, that's glued down. I think, shall we pop that up? No, I think it's okay. Flat. All right, I'm really liking this, and I'm so glad that this was one of the subjects that we've been lacking in as far as paper, stamps, dies, anything to do with the 50s, you know, really 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, any of that. One of the girls that holds retreats here, which we have a ton here in Branson, I mean a ton. I don't know how many she has through the year. I mean, we had like 5 in less than 2 weeks. It's crazy. If you see our calendar, like I said, we don't put them on, we partner with them. Quick side note, alcohol markers here. Use alcohol paper, marker paper. You can get it at Michael's, I almost said Lowe's, Michael's, Hoblob, any of those places that sell art supplies, and you can get a little pad, bigger pad, and then, you know, buy one get one free, buy one get one half off. It'll last you forever, and it'll say marker paper. But when you do this, it's supposed to come through like this. So you want to make sure when you color, that you're on a surface that, you know, will take this. But it's supposed to look like this. You're supposed to saturate it. That's how it's supposed to look. So just a FYI. And it is important to use marker paper with your alcohol markers so you can get the best out of your product. Just like watercolors, you want to use watercolor paper. Okay, we'll let that dry before I start cutting, trimming that off, just so I won't move it. All right, so this one, I think I'm going to leave flat also. Let me go ahead and put this big boy down. See, same thing. But I love using my alcohol markers. I like how that turned out. We're going to put this one here because we're going to stamp over it. Add a little more something to it. And this one, like I said, I did ink around the edges just ever so slightly. I mean, you don't have to make it dark by any means, just a little bit of, like I said, just a little bit of something. It does make a difference. All right. I was telling my boss, Shirley, I said, all this working is getting in the way of my craft time. She just laughed at me. I said, well, it is. Just not enough hours of the day. Well, and I'm not great, I have to admit. Don't tell anybody. But I am not the best at time management. Okay, there, I said it. I'm just not the best. You kind of get to messing around on social media and you go down that rabbit hole, and before you know it, it's 30 minutes or an hour later and you don't have squat done. I'm bad about that. I gotta quit. Gotta reel it in. I'm probably the only one that does that. I know, but all right. I'm kind of liking this big one there. Is it gonna be too big? It may be. That one's like the same size, but that one's like that one. See, here we go. Let's just go for this one, and let's do, oh my gosh, decisions. I was going to do gray, and then the black. Black might be too harsh. Let's go with the gray. Oh. Okay, which one are we going to do this one? And I think this, okay, I'm going to do black, because I think that one's a little dried up. I'm going to hit it gently. Sure got the little dot there. Okay, how are we going to do this one? Got a glare there. Okay, just do it, Rhonda. Go for it. Okay. Oh, missed my little dot, but that's okay. I have a little pen. I can finish that. So that black brings out the black. Let's do... we can do another one of those. See? Well, here we go. No, that's going to be too much. We do need a little something. No. Okay, just leave it. Let's just leave it. Oh, but it's so hard. We could actually do that one. No. Okay. I don't know. I may change my mind later. Oh, I don't know. I know these decisions. They're so hard. If I do one there. Okay, let's do partial one there. See, that's why I do this stuff, so you don't have to see me think. Just do a little bit like that, a little hint. Yeah, tie that in. I really should do, probably should have moved that a little bit. Let's just, we could stamp over that. I know you're probably going, no, Rhonda, just leave it alone, leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to go for it. It's just paper. It is just paper, right? If we don't like it, we'll redo it. No, we're not going to redo this because she stamped on there and I ain't doing it. Okay, there's a glare there. Let's do that. Okay, commit. I gotta quit trying on clothes, right? Okay. I like that. Okay, let's do that one. Just a little piece of that. Okay. Because I like it. It's just not busy enough. What piece do we want to use? No, just go for it. Okay. See? Oh, yeah. See? I'm liking that. Okay. Stop. All right. Let's put this over here. Let's finish this up. Finish them up. We're almost there. Just hang tight. All right. Let's trim this off. You see them? Where's the scissors? That's why we have 15 pair, because they disappear. That was, when I started doing this, that was really hard doing that the first few times. It's like, no. All right. And then with this too, because it left that edge, we can just ink that up a little bit, and it's not so bold, so, you know, stark white. So just a smidgen. Even though that's not the same color, it's not the point. It's just to take that bright off of it. All right. All right, move all this over there. I know you guys don't have this mess when you're making cards, do you? All right, here's my slimline. Oh, I was going to use that, but I didn't. All right, let me just move these out here too. Do they make, I bet you they do, a storage container for these little dewdrops? You know, like the Tim Holtz has the little metal thing. Do they have little containers to hold these? You know, I should know that. I was thinking they do, but I need to get one. I don't have a lot of them, but that drives me crazy. All right, so we have our envelope here. I usually don't fold it, just so it will lay flat better. You can glue it, you can tape it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to, oh, almost did the wrong side. I'm going to score tape it, just because I like to. Burnish that down. And same thing over here. Burnish that down. If you ever worry about, you know, things not laying flat, then this is a good way to make sure that it does. All right, what I do is dog ear one of these. And of course, it's not going to come up very easy because I'm on camera. Okay, so just pull it up, dog ear it just a little bit, and I usually start from the bottom and line it all up where I want it on either side, and then, well, nope, and then press that little part down, and it's not going anywhere. Then pull this out, give it a little burnish, not going anywhere. Pull this side off, and, oh really, and do that. Get rid of that, and then we will put this one down. Oh, I think that's cute. I'm liking it. Took me a little longer than what I should have spent on it, but, you know, trying to decide. It's not that I'm indecisive. It was funny when I was working with the kitchen lady. You know, she said, what do you want? Do you like painted cat? I said, I don't know. She's asking these questions. I'm like, I don't know. So we start looking at stuff, and she's like, you know, pointing to stuff. I'm like, no, yes, no. She said, this is perfect. She said, even though you don't know exactly what you want, you know what you like and don't like. So, anyway, she said, this is perfect. She said, this is how I like to work with people. Oh, now, come on. Usually if you take your pokey tool and kind of go not right on the edge, it will do better. All right, same process. Just don't push that corner down. Line it up. About like so. That's a little easier because you can see your little, you know, grid marks. All right, press that corner down, pull that out. Looky there, we're like cooking on all burners here. All right, you know, some of you may not like the videos because they're a little too long, but I like to show you the process and kind of where my thought process is. So, I mean, I guess if you don't, you have the power. Just turn me off. Go on down the pike and find you somebody else that's quicker, right? Looky there. I'm liking that. Okay, next one. And I had a card base here. This is just one of my card bases that came in the kit. Or I think in one of my spellbinders. Tape. And Clippy-Doo-Dah Day. And one more. Oops. I'm getting to the end of this one. Okay. And you can always use your bone folder. Burnish that well. Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter which side. So if you use your little pokey tool, it's easier. Check, make sure it opens the right way. especially if you have paper that's oriented a certain way. Press that corner down, pull, do the same thing on the bottom. Oh, I hope this inspired you. Pull this one out. And time for this one. Oops. I need to sit down and make a slew of thank you cards and birthday cards just to have on hand. Because I have birthdays coming up that I need to send, and I need a thank you card. I always need thank you cards, but I made making a basket for this wrap company. And I don't mean, you know, I can't even think of a rap, a rap song. Anyway, the band, we bought a semi-trailer, and we just got it wrapped with, you know, the Pride of Branson. Anyway, it's super cool looking. And they worked really hard on this because they had to take the last wrap that was on it. It was like Wheaton Moving or something. And anyway, that process took them a little while longer. It was difficult because they have to use a heat tool and a scraper, I mean, for an 18-wheeler trailer. Anyway, and so they got it done, fantastic to work with, and so I'm making them a basket, and then I got to put a card in there, and a thank you card, so I got to get that done. All right, what do you think? I think they turned out pretty cute, if I do say so myself. I need to burnish that a little bit more. And then all these little bits, my little extra bits that I cut out, I just have a container that I put them in. And if I'm doing a junk journal or another card, I'll just look through there and, you know, might find just the right piece, so I don't throw them away. But you're a classic. Love it, love it, love it. And let's rock and roll, baby. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye for now.